Hello everyone, this is Archana Singh. Welcome to NANC Nikhil Archana NEET classes. So today let us talk about principles of inheritance and variation. You know that the branch of biology which deals with the laws of heredity and variation is called genetics. So genetics we study about heredity and variation. You know that heredity is the transmission of character from parents to offspring. The same characters which are transferred from parent to offspring comes under heredity, whereas variations are the differences in the characters which results into evolution. Now there are three theory of heredity. One is theory of epigenesis, then pangenesis, and germplasm theory. The theory of epigenesis says a single and simple fertilized cell develops into a baby, whereas theory of pangenesis says that every cell, tissue and organ produce minute gemmules which changes to young one. What is germplasm theory? August Weismann in 1886 he stated that germ passes through gametes from one generation to other. Now as you know that variations are the differences in characters which actually is the cause of evolution. So let us know the causes of variation. Now, what are the causes of variation? The acquired variations are due to some pleasures and pains during lifetime. Like pain results in a tendency to move away from the factor, whereas pleasure helps in sticking to it, shows development as acquired habit. So, acquired habit is developed due to the result of pleasure. Now, certain inherent tendency to vary from normal course of life, that like dual parentage, is also one of the reason. That is, combination of chromosome from two parents is possible in thousands of ways, which results in variation. Because of the crossing over. Now, environment also influences the germplasm, which has been proved by X-rays through the germplasm. Endocrine secretion is also one of the reason, because they sometimes result in variation due to excessive or deficient release of hormone. Now, there are many types of variation, like germinal, which occur in germplasm, somatic variation, which occur in the body characters, indeterminate, determinate variation, continuous, discontinuous variation, which all you will come to know one by one. Now, what are Mendel laws of inheritance? Let us see. Now, before moving to Mendel laws of inheritance, let us know some important terms. पहला है genes. It is a unit of inheritance which actually passes from one generation to other. So, it is called genes. Alleles are the alternative forms of same gene, like XX are the two homozygous allele. Now, dominant factors, the dominant gene is capable of expressing itself, like T and small t. So, if in a hybrid TT present, both small and short, then the capital T shows its expression, the character of tallness. Similarly, recessive factor, that is, the recessive gene cannot express itself. Then why we only select P plant, Pisum sativum? It is because the variety of characters, and it is also good for experiment, and it is also available in variety of forms. So, pea plant is suitable for experiment. Now, F1 generation, let us know what is F1 generation. It is the generation which is produced by crossing homozygous parental stock. What is test cross? It is cross between contrasting pair of character. Then monohybrid cross. Mono means one, hybrid means the characters. So here one pair of contrasting characters are used for cross, like tall and dwarf, round or wrinkled. Then dihybrid cross, where two contrasting pair of characters are used. In the F2 generation, like generation produced by crossing two F1 generation. So these are the different important terms. Now, what are Mendel laws of inheritance? The first one is law of dominance. The second one is law of segregation. The third one is law of independent assortment. What is law of dominance? As the name suggests, it is a cross of parents that are pure for contrasting traits, only one form of the trait will appear in the next generation. The offspring that are hybrid for a trait will have only expression of dominant trait. Like for example, when TT, capital T, that is for tallness, and small t for short or dwarf. So here the capital T will express its character. So it is called law of dominance. Now law of segregation. Segregation means separating. Now it shows the purity of gametes. Actually what happens during formation, gamete formation, the alleles separate and segregate from each other, and only one allele enters a gamete. The separation of one allele does not affect other. Now, what is law of independent assortment? Means alag alag. Now, it states that the two alleles of two or more different genes get sorted into gametes independently of each other. Now, for example, cross between round green and wrinkled yellow suggests that the genes for the shape and color of the seeds are assorted independently, separately. Now, the first one is monohybrid cross. It is the two in this monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. They actually prove the Mendel law of inheritance. These were carried out in the pea plant, and it was the monohybrid cross was between tall t and dwarf t. That is capital T and small t. Now, pure tall parents and pure dwarf parents TT and small tt were crossed, and in F1 generation got one capital and one small. This is heterozygous. See, pure means homozygous, that is both capital or both small letters. Now, in the first generation, the result was the formation of one capital and one small, that is heterozygous, different alleles, and here T expresses itself and is tall. This is called law of dominance. Then when in the F2 generation these were crossed again, then 1:2:1 genotype ratio was formed, and 3:1 the phenotypic ratio, showing 3 tall and 1 dwarf. Whereas in the genotypic constitution, 1 tall, 2 hybrid and 1 dwarf characters were shown. Similarly, in the dihybrid cross, now two set of characters were taken, like round yellow seed, capital RR, capital YY, and wrinkled green seeds, that is small rr, small yy. They were crossed, and round yellow seeds were formed in the first generation, that is capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, and this was for F1 generation. In the F2 generation, where they were crossed again, like cross between capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. These were crossed one by one with capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, and small r, small y. The result was 9:3:3:1, where 9 shows the pure character and 1 also show the pure recessive character, and in between 3:3 shows both the hybrid character. So at the end, let me make it clear that the genotype ratio is the genetic constituents in which all the genes of the organisms are represented, whereas phenotypic ratio is only visible characters shown by the individual. Thank you very much.